Hello everyone, Bhavya this side from JNtech Networks. I'm your cybersecurity trainer and I welcome you all in the cybersecurity and ethical hacking workshop organized by JNtech Networks. So today, as you know, cybersecurity is a broad domain. Yeah. So today we are going to discuss what is cybersecurity, types of securities, hacking versus ethical hacking, career opportunities, system requirements, phases of hacking, types of hackers, and softwares that we are going to use, etc. Like everything we will going to discuss in today's session. Okay, so tie up your seat belts and let's go. As you know, cybersecurity is a broad domain. Yeah. So let's see today's agenda first. Then we will move forward. Okay. So in this, we will discuss what is cybersecurity exactly is. Okay. What is cybersecurity? What is hacking? As these terms are interrelated. What is hacking? Okay. We will see types of securities. Types of securities and types of like cybersecurity domains, which is known as cybersecurity paths. Okay. And we will discuss phases of hacking. Before that, types of hackers, phases of hacking, career growth. Okay. Jobs and demand for our cybersecurity professionals and skills. Okay, like skills requirements of doing this course, and then softwares we are going to use, system requirements. Okay, and then installation process. Okay, installation process, and then Linux commands, some of the Linux commands. Okay, so what is cybersecurity? What is hacking? And yeah, hacking versus ethical hacking. Many are confused between them, like hacking. What is hacking and ethical hacking? So we will see that hacking and ethical hacking. Okay, and then types of security, cybersecurity path, types of hackers, phases of hacking, career growth, jobs and demands, and skills that you are required for doing this cybersecurity or to kickstart your career in cybersecurity. Skills, okay, and then softwares, system requirements, installation process, and Linux commands. Okay, so as you know, cybersecurity is a broad domain. Okay, so what is cybersecurity first? Basically, cybersecurity, or we can say that information security, is the protection of computer systems and networks from information disclosure, theft, or damage. Okay, so basically, cybersecurity or information security, these terms are interrelated. So they are used for protection. Cybersecurity, it is a protection of your system, of your network, of your server, of your website, okay, from the malicious hackers or from the information disclosure, from the theft, from the electronic data, etc. Okay, so basically cybersecurity is just a protection of everything. Okay, it includes every device, every softwares, and every websites and web applications. Okay, and let's understand that cybersecurity is a domain. Okay, if you see the cybersecurity from the perspective of career, so cybersecurity is a domain. Okay, so we can mention cyber. Okay, first mention a definition. Cybersecurity, or we can say that information security is the protection of computer systems, networks, servers, web applications, and websites, softwares, IoT devices, etc. Okay, so this is cybersecurity from the malicious hackers or different types of attacks. Okay, so this is cybersecurity. Basically, and from the perspective of career, cybersecurity is a domain in which it includes many paths. Okay, so first discuss what is this is cybersecurity. Types of securities. So we have types of securities. Let's put it above here. So we have like network security, we have cloud security, we have endpoint security, mobile security, IoT security, application security, etc. So let's write down here. We have network security, we have cloud security. Okay, we have endpoint security, we have application security, mobile security, we have IoT security, okay, like Internet of Things, etc. Like we have many types of securities. So we have security and then we have types of securities. As you know, we are upgrading in technology field. So we have many technologies, we have many devices, we have many servers, web applications, websites, etc. So that is why we have multiple securities. Okay, now from these security, this will give rise to security path. Okay, so from these security, we have the security path. Okay, so we can say that cybersecurity is a domain here, and in which we have types of securities, and from this security, we have the security path, like cybersecurity path. This is related to career. Like what will you become after doing this particular course, or after doing the penetration testing, or after doing forensics, etc. So we have cybersecurity path. First, we have ethical hacker. Then we have penetration tester. Okay. Then we have blue teamer, red teamer. Then we have forensics, which is known as digital forensic. Okay. Then we have bug hunter and etc. So we have like many paths in security, and all other paths revolve around these paths. Okay, these are the basically the main path. Ethical hacking is like the basic one who protects the system security. Okay, so a penetration tester can be ethical hacker, a ethical hacker can be a penetration tester, a blue teamer can be an ethical hacker. So basically, ethical hacker is also a term here which can be used everywhere. Okay, so we have ethical hacker, we have penetration tester. Penetration tester are the ones who deals with the web applications and web securities. Okay, who only deals with the web applications and website securities. Okay, they only deals with the web applications as well as the websites. Like they are like all about finding the bug and fixing the bug. Okay, then we have the blue teamer. Blue teamer mainly works for the defender side. Okay, in the defender side. Inside blue teamer, we have even multiple paths. Like we have the SOC analyst. You might be heard of it. So we have the SOC analyst, in which we have three tiers. We have tier 1, we have tier 2, and then we have tier 3. They are like the levels, level 1, level 2, and level 3. Then we have the security engineer. Then we have the security analyst, and then we have the information security engineer, information cyber security analyst. All the terms are related to each other. Then we have the red teamer. Red teamer are from the attacker side. Okay, they are on the attacker side. Who like they are, this includes malware development. Okay, like malware developers, like bug finder, or payloads or malware, like who creates the malwares and payloads. Okay, who find the 0-day exploits, who write the exploits, who write payloads, etc. They are basically on the attacker side. who like create new attacks, or they find new vulnerabilities, or we can say that find zero-day exploits, etc. Then in the field of forensics, they mainly works with the cyber cells, okay, like number tracing, backuping the data, finding the evidences from the machines, etc. Then we have the bug hunter. Bug hunter comes under the penetration testing. Okay, they are related to like finding the bug in the web application, in the websites, and even in the softwares. Okay, inside SOC analyst, we have three tiers in which includes incident responder, threat analyst, okay, and the analyst who only works with the help of tools, okay, who like analyze the data with the help of tools. Data in the tier one, like tools like Splunk, Jira, etc. In the tier two, they just start the manual processing, like manual testing, in which it includes incident respond. Okay, then tier three, which includes threat analysis. Okay, and then security engineer. After that, we have after becoming the SOC analyst and after gaining some years of experience, you can become a security engineer. Okay, so these are the path inside cybersecurity. Basically, we have multiple path. You will when we move to job opportunities, you will see like we have many titles, job titles. So, like we have cybersecurity analyst, we have SOC analyst, security engineer, security manager, cybersecurity manager, etc. Like we have multiple fields, but all other fields revolves around these fields. Okay, these are the like main categories. Okay, so we have penetration tester, ethical hacking. So a tester can be ethical hacker, a bug hunter can be ethical hacker, a blue teamer, a SOC analyst can be ethical hacker, a security engineer, red teamer, and forensic readers are all can be a ethical hacker. What is ethical hacking then? What is a ethical hacker? Like what is the task? What is the roles of a ethical hacker? So let's understand what is hacking versus what is ethical hacking. Okay, so basically, hacking is the process of identifying system loopholes or vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access. Okay, so we can write here hacking first. So, hacking is the process of identifying system loopholes as well as vulnerabilities. Okay, so vulnerabilities to gain unauthorized access. Okay, so hacking is like it's the process of identifying the bugs or the system loopholes and vulnerabilities to get unauthorized access, means without any permission. Okay, without following the ethics, without following the rules and regulations. And what is ethical hacking then? Ethical hacking refers to the process of finding the vulnerabilities in the computer system or in the computer network by replicating the actions of a malicious hacker. So we can write here what is ethical hacking then. So basically, ethical hacking, it refers to a process of finding the loopholes and vulnerabilities in the computer systems and network as well as devices, etc. to by replicating. We can write replicating or we can write mimicking the actions of a malicious hacker. Okay, so this is ethical hacking. So we have the hacking and then we have the ethical hacking. So ethical hacking is like gaining access by finding the bugs or loopholes in an unauthorized manner. And ethical hacking, it is like the process of finding the bugs, the same vulnerabilities, the same loopholes, but by replicating the actions of a malicious hacker. So that we can think of it like we can set up a mindset like how a malicious hacker hack inside the system. So the same way the ethical hacker can hack in the system and fix the bug or fix the loopholes. So ethical hacking, ethical means by following all the ethics, by following all the regulations, by following all the rules, policies, etc. designed by the company or provided by the company. So that is ethical hacking. Hacking is like gaining unauthorized access. Okay. So this is the difference in hacking and ethical hacking. And a penetration tester, a blue teamer, a bug hunter, a security analyst, or we can say that a SOC analyst, red teamer, who are all following the ethics, who are all following the policies or the rules, are known as the ethical hacker too. So we can say that a penetration tester can be ethical hacker, a blue teamer, a bug hunter, a SOC analyst, a security engineer, red teamer, blue teamer, forensic hackers are all ethical hackers because they are following the rules and regulations, they are following all the ethics, they are following all the policies. Okay, that are known as ethical hacker. Okay, and the one who are not following any of these, none of these, so they are known as the unethical. That is known as hacking only, like the malicious hacker. Okay, so from this we have three types of hackers we can define in the categories of three types of hackers. We have the white hat, we have the black hat, and then we have the gray hat. Okay, so we have three types of hackers: white, black, and gray. White means the hackers who works for the legal purpose. Okay, they are the legal ones. Like they follow all the policies, all the rules and regulations. So they hack legally. Black hat are the ones who hack illegally. Okay, then we have gray hat, both like legal in the morning and illegal in the evening. Okay, like types of hackers. So we have like three. We have like many types of hackers. Like we have script kiddies, we have the purple hacker, etc. But we have this three main categories: white hat, who hack legal in the legal manner; black hat, who hacks illegally; and gray hat, like legal in the morning and illegal in the night. So we have three types of hackers. After that, so from this we have phases of hacking. Okay, like we have five phases of hacking in the whole cybersecurity domain. Yeah, in the whole cybersecurity domain, not in the particular field, but in the whole cybersecurity domain. That is first security. So information gathering, then scanning, gaining access, and then maintaining access, and then clearing traces. So we have five types of like five phases of hacking. That is information gathering, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing traces. Okay, now what is information gathering? What is scanning? What is gaining access? We will see that. Before that, we will see the requirements, like what are the skills you need to do this course. Okay, like your requirements. See, cybersecurity is a domain and it is like the full path. Okay, so we need some skills. So we can say that before starting the career, you will just need Linux. Like you have a handset on the Linux system, like how to operate Linux, the interface, how to be like you have to be get familiar with the interface of the Linux as well as the commands. Okay, so you have to know the Linux and basically every Linux, not the specific one, any Linux, basically the ParaDOS, Kali, or Ubuntu or Red Hat, like any one of them. Okay, so you have to get familiar with the Linux, or if you know the CCNA, then this is a plus point for you. Like networking is very important part of a cybersecurity. Without networking, there is no cybersecurity career or no cybersecurity domain. So networking is a very important part. If you know, like if you before cybersecurity, you can go for the CCNA certification. Okay, or CCNA training. If you have the knowledge about CCNA, then you will understand the concepts more clearly in the cybersecurity domain or in the upcoming sessions. Okay, so Linux and CCNA is important. Basically, CCNA is optional. If you have the basic knowledge of the like networking, then it is also good. But you have to have the knowledge about the like networking part. And CCNA covers all the networking and all the basic parts of the networking, okay, like basics to advanced. So you can go for CCNA before the cybersecurity before the CEH. And Linux is very important. The Linux interface, Linux fundamentals, and the Linux command. Okay, so these are the requirements or the skills you need before starting a career in the cybersecurity. Okay, so we can paste here. Now, then we have the softwares that we are going to use. We are going to use the ParetOS and then the VMware. You can also use the VirtualBox or you can also use the Kali Linux in place of ParetOS. But I know like many of you heard of Kali Linux as a operating system as a hacking machine. So basically, Kali Linux is fine, but ParetOS is now upgrading. Like ParetOS is now in demand. Or ParetOS is more powerful than Kali Linux. Okay, so we will install the VMware in the Windows or in the Mac or whatever system you are running, whatever OS you are running. Inside VMware, we will install the ParetOS because ParetOS is more powerful than Linux because ParetOS have many tools. Okay, that we can use with the Linux. System requirements. So what are the system requirements? We can 8 GB RAM is important, like it is mandatory to run the softwares or to run the tools. So 8 GB is very important, as well as you can have like you can prefer I will prefer the Intel processor i3, like basic one. Okay. And rest I will prefer the SSD over HDD. Okay. So basic requirements are 8 GB RAM and Intel i3 processor. Okay, you can go for AMD also, but don't go for AMD A series. Okay, go for Ryzen or another, but don't go for A series. Okay, AMD, not A6, not another one. AMD Ryzen and Intel is fine. And the basic processor like i3. Okay, and I will prefer like SSD over HDD because SSD is faster than HDD. Okay, so let me paste this here. We have discussed type of hackers. We have discussed cybersecurity. Now, the career growth. Okay, now the career growth. Basically, cybersecurity is in huge demand. In basically, the blue teaming is in huge demand. Blue teaming, penetration testing, and security engineers and forensicators. And red teaming is not in that much demand, but blue teaming if you are like you work if you are want to upgrade your skills or if you're working in an MNC or if you want to upgrade your skills or if you want to start your career, then you can first go for CEH, then you can go for blue teaming. Okay, so blue teaming inside cybersecurity path, blue teaming is in high demand. Okay, and why cybersecurity is in demand? Because we say, like as a hacker or as an ethical hacker, or as a in the cybersecurity domain, we say that no system is safe. Like any system, like some of the system, or we can say all the systems are vulnerable to some kind of vulnerabilities or loopholes. So we can say that no system is safe from the hackers, from the malicious hackers. That is why there's a huge demand of cybersecurity professionals. Okay, so that is why there's a rise in cybersecurity domain. Okay, so if I show you the job opportunities for cybersecurity, then you can search for just security jobs. Sorry, cybersecurity. Yeah. Okay. Enter. We have like a see, we have the security analyst. Okay. From there you can this is for Uber. Okay. The location is Bengaluru. So you can see the requirements. We have the security analyst, cybersecurity analyst, and security analyst, and head of security analyst. VAPT means vulnerability analysis, penetration testing. We have SOC analyst level 2, we have level 1 to level 3. So we have the cybersecurity intelligence, cybersecurity. I have many job opportunities for the cybersecurity. We have the, for the Wipro, for the SCL, for the Tata, etc. Okay, so basically the requirements for security is only in the not only in the blue dimming but higher in the blue dimming. Okay, so you can go for blue teaming if you want a job. Okay, if you are career oriented, then you can go for blue teaming. Inside blue teaming, we have the SOC analyst. We have the tier 1, 2, and 3. First, you will prepare for the tier 1, then tier 2, and then tier 3. And then after gaining some kind of experience, some years of experience, you can become a cybersecurity engineer or a cybersecurity manager or a head of cybersecurity too. So it depends on how much dedicated you are. Okay. Then for the penetration testing, basically penetration testing we have the demand, but after doing the penetration testing course, mainly the professionals go for the bug hunting. Okay, you can even pursue the bug hunting side by side in your career. Okay, so basically these are the demands in the cybersecurity fields. So demands are high and the requirements are low. And when demands are high and the requirements are low, so I prefer to go and in that field only. Okay. Then after that, so what we are going to do, we'll be going to do CEH, Certified Ethical Hacker. So the first step for starting the career in the cybersecurity is doing the CEH certification. That is Certified Ethical Hacker. Okay, like this is the basic certification, and CH will give you the overview about each and every domain. Like we have many domains, we have these path. So CH is a certification which will give you the idea about each and every path. Like what is ethical hacking, what are the tasks, and what are the like what we will going to hack inside ethical hacking. This will give you the idea about web application attacks, application hacking, and bug hunting. This will give you the idea about blue teaming. Okay, like what is SOC, like what are the job opportunities, what are the job tasks of inside SOC, and red teaming, what is malware analysis, how to develop the malware. So CH is the like basic certification perhaps, but it will give you the idea about every domain. Like CH is give you the idea about every domain, like the cybersecurity, ethical hacking, penetration testing, etc. So first, like CH is the main first tier to to start a career in the cybersecurity. CH means certified ethical hacking. Okay, hacker or hacking, whatever. So yeah, CH. Basically, CH is a certification. It is an official certification provided by EC Council, and EC Council established in 2001. Okay, so you can also prefer EC Council too, or you can also prefer the other institutes or other training centers too. Both are the same basically. What is important is the skills, not the certifications. See, EC Council will provide you the certifications, and other institutes will also provide you the certifications as well as the skills. But what is important if you prefer, if you see the skills versus certifications, so skills matters a lot. Before certification, I will give the priority to the skills. Okay, if you know how to hack, if you know how to protect, then what the company needs? The hacking one or the one who holding the certification, like many certifications, but he or she don't have any skills. So first gain the skills, first train yourself for the cybersecurity, like how to hack, how to crack into something, how to protect something, how to apply different kinds of attacks to different types of vulnerabilities. So basically, skills are more important than certifications. So give first priority to skills, then to certifications. Okay, if you don't have any certification but you have skills, then there's a high chance also. And if you have the certification but you don't have a skills, but so this is not what we want. Now we want skills first and then the certification. So certifications are very important. Sorry, skills are very important, then certifications. So first go for the skills, train yourself, like know how to hack, research, like do everything, but before certifications, go for the skills. Because in the cybersecurity or in the in the IT career, like whether in the web development, whether in the data science, machine learning, AI, skills matter a lot before any type of course or any type of certification. So basically, CH is a certification, not a degree, not a diploma. It is just a certification course. Okay. Okay, so basically CH is a certification, not a degree, not a diploma. So before the certifications, you can learn the skills, you can go for the skills. If you have any skills, then any company can hire you. Okay. So Now we will discuss the course content of the cybersecurity, like what are we going to cover in the whole cybersecurity session. So let's discuss the course content of cybersecurity, CEH. So let's run. So, so as you know, that we have 5 phases of hacking. Okay, like information gathering, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing traces. All the like methodology, like we have many methodologies for different devices. Like for the IoT hacking, we have different methodology. For web applications, we have different methodology. But all other methodologies revolves around these methodologies. Okay, so we have the information gathering. See, steps can vary from machine to machine, like the commands, the tools that you are going to use in the hacking process. It can vary from machine to machine. But the phrases, the methodology remains the same for every device, for every network, for every server. So we can write the official methodology of, or the boss of all methodologies, methodology of hacking. Okay. So first we have the information gathering. In the information gathering, we gather the information about your target. And in the information gathering, we have two types of information gathering, that is active. Information gathering is also known as footprinting. So inside information gathering, inside information gathering, we have the active and then we have the passive footprinting. Okay. Active like gathering information directly, or passive like gathering information indirectly. So we can say that direct gathering of information directly. Indirectly here. Okay. So information gathering is like gathering information about your target. Who is your target? Okay, like the ports open, everything like includes inside information gathering. Like information gathering depends on the server or the machine you are hacking. Like suppose you are hacking a server, or you are hacking a device, or you are hacking a IoT device or a website. So it depends from your like who's your target. It can be a server, it can be a network, it can be a device, it can be a mobile device, Android device, iOS, Mac, etc. So it's totally depend on your device, on your system. Okay. So in the information gathering, we gather information about the target. Okay, who's the target? What are the ports open? If that is a server or a machine. Okay. Like what are the technologies used, etc. So in this we will gather information. Scanning. Scanning is like scanning for the vulnerabilities or the loopholes. Okay. So we can say that scanning is like scanning for the vulnerabilities and for the loopholes. Okay. Scanning is like getting information, like scanning for the loopholes. And with the help of these loopholes, we can hack into any system. That is gaining access. It is like real hacking or the attacking phase. After gathering the information, after identifying, okay, this machine is vulnerable to this attack, then we can gain access with the help of these loopholes that we have found previously. Then maintaining access, it is like creating the backdoor or creating the shell or opening the shell in that machine. Okay, so maintaining access is like hacking for a long term. Okay, so this depends on your motive of hacking. Like, why are you hacking this system? So before phase of hacking, we have some points to remember. Like, who is your target machine? After knowing your target machine, okay, this is my target machine. Now I have to use these tools for gathering the information. So first, know your target machine. Who is your target machine? It is a server, or it is a web application, website, device, or iOS, or which operating system is it of, etc. Then motive. Why are you hacking this machine? Okay, well, like why the hell you are hacking this machine? Inside motive, we have this, like why are you hacking this machine? For your own purpose, for practice, for protecting it, for finding the bug, for gaining the root access, for gaining the normal access. So this is like motive of hacking. From this motive, you can define whether you want to maintain the long-term access inside machine or not. Okay, then you have to define the tools. Like not the all the tools, some basic tools. Like you have an idea about like these are the tools that I will going to use inside this machine. Suppose your target machine is a server. Okay, and your motive is to gain root access, like to compromise it completely. So the tools we are going to use is like suppose there's a server, so we can use first net discover for gaining the IPS address. For we will use nmap, we can use wireshark. Okay, for the packet tracing, etc. Like we can use many tools. So like some like you keep an idea about what are the tools we are going to use. Suppose you are hacking a machine and you just find okay, this machine is vulnerable to this attack. After that you have find okay, this is a loophole. Now when it comes to the gaining access, like attacking, you have no tool. Like you have the tool is not available for your hacking. So what will you do now? We will create our own tool. Okay, these are the tools which are pre-written for us. Okay, these are the softwares or the tools that is developed by someone. But what if we are hacking some advanced machine, or if we are gathering some information, or we are scanning some machine, but we don't have any tool for that. So what in at this stage we will create our own tool. Okay, so creating the tool is like another plus point for your career. Okay, so creating the tools, we can say that malwares, we can say payloads, exploits, etc. Okay. So we can create tools, malwares, payloads, exploits with the help of programming languages like Python, C or C++. We can use Bash scripting. We can use PowerShell scripting, etc. We can use PHP too for writing the exploits. We can use the C or C++. Okay. So we have like many languages. Now there's a question that whether programming language is important for a cybersecurity career. Like, is it mandatory to learn any programming to start your career in cybersecurity? So basically the answer is no. Programming is not important. It is not necessary to start your career in the cybersecurity. But if you know the programming, this will be the plus point for your career. Like for example, Python. Python is a general purpose language. Okay. So in this Python, like with the help of Python, you can like do anything. You can create your own tool. You can create your own malwares, the fully undetectable malwares, the payloads. You can create your own exploits. Okay, you can create a malware which will bypass the antivirus. So we can do anything. We can automate the whole process. Like we can automate the phases of hacking. We can create basically Python is a general purpose. So Python can be used anywhere. Like it can be used in data science, machine learning, in web, in cybersecurity, in networking. You can automate your whole networking process with the help of Python. You can automate your whole information gathering, scanning with the help of Python. So it is why Python is a if you learn Python or any languages, basically I prefer Python and then C++. Okay, if you prefer both, then this will be a very plus point for your career. So programming, like having the knowledge of one of any language is important. Okay. And Python is in trend, it is in demand. Okay. So and if you don't have any tool, if the tool is unavailable, so you can create your own tool. Or if some tool is not working properly, so create your own tool. Simple. Okay, then maintaining access and clearing traces. Clearing traces like whatever you did, just clear it out. Clearing your logs. And this is like the complex process of clearing traces that we will see later. Okay, so before phase of hacking, you have to remember 3 points. Target, who is your target? Okay, and suppose your target is server and you are gaining the information of a device. This is not good. So first identify your target. And motive, why are you hacking this machine? Okay, for your own purpose, for theft, for information disclosure, for legal purpose, for illegal purpose, for root access, for normal access, etc. And tools. Okay, like what are the tools that we will use? So we have the 5 phases of hacking. information gathering. Inside information gathering, we have two phrases more, active or passive. Inside scanning, we have more phrases like enumeration or vulnerability assessment. Enumeration and okay. So we have more two phases, gaining access and then maintaining and clearing. All other phases like we have the attack life cycle, we have the methodology of IoT devices, we have other like methodology also, but all other methodologies revolves around these phases of hacking. Okay, like the steps like vary from system to system. If suppose you are hacking a server, so the step of hacking the server is differ from the steps of hacking the web applications. So the steps may differ or hacking the suppose you are hacking the ABC server. So the steps of hacking the ABC server is different from the hacking the XYZ server. So it depends on the machine. Okay, like the steps, not the methodology. Methodology remains the same. Like if you're hacking any server network, the first step and the only step, okay, is to information gather. Only the first step. Okay, no one can replace it. First step, information gathering, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing traces. Maintaining access depends on your motive. Like, why are you hacking this system? Whether you want a long term access or you just want a short term access. If you want a long term access, then you can maintain your access inside the system for a long time. Or if you are like hacking for one time hacking or for a short period of time, you can just move to like or stop up to gaining access. Or you can skip the maintaining access step. Okay. So this is phrases of hacking. Let's give a space here. Methodology or phrases. Both are same. Now we will follow this methodology in everywhere. Like we will follow this methodology in the server hacking, in the system hacking, in the web applications, websites. Methodology may differ, like just like methodology in the inside methodology, we can add one or more step. It depends on the system or the server. Otherwise, these steps remains the same. Okay, so methodology from this methodology, we have this CEH course content. Okay. So first we have the into part, like what is ethical. Before hacking into something, you have to aware about what is ethical, what is non-ethical. Okay, like what is unethical. So in this, we will see the cyber kill chain. You will see the information security overview. We will see what is ethical. We will see information security controls, laws, and standards. Now the laws and standards depends on your country. Okay, it is also vary from country to country. For example, suppose there is a dark web. Okay, so scrolling the dark web or surfing the dark web is allowed in India, but it is not allowing out of some of the countries out of India. Okay, so it depends. Laws and standards depends on the company, country, both. Why company? Because suppose you are working in a company, so the standards may differ from company to company also. So that will be provided by the company itself. So before hacking into something, just confirm that what is ethical, what is not unethical for that company or for that country before hacking anything. Okay. So in the session one, we will discover we will see what is hacking, what is ethical hacking, what is unethical, etc. We will see the cyber kill chain, we will see the attack life cycle. Okay. Then session two. In all, we have 2D sessions. Session two will have footprinting and reconnaissance. Inside footprinting, it is also known as the information gathering. Okay, so we will see many tools like how to gather the information about the server, how to gather information for the websites, for the devices. So we will see multiple tools like how to gather information through email, through who is lookup, through DNS. Okay, we will see the network footprinting, etc. Footprinting tools and footprinting countermeasures, like how to protect yourself from being from like someone will not able to from disclosing your personal information inside over the internet. So we will see the countermeasures for it. In scan networks, inside in scanning networks, we will see like this is also the part of the information gathering. Like we will see the open ports, the host discovery, the open ports and the versions running on that open ports and the services running. The OS discovery, okay, scanning beyond IDS or firewalls, etc. In the enumeration phase, we will see this is also the part of the scanning. In this, we will see the deep scanning, deep information gathering, deep scanning of a target. In that, we will see the port scanning and SNMP, LDAP, NDP, NFS, SMTP, DNS scanning, and other types of port scanning. Okay, which can be vulnerable to some kind of attacks. Then we see countermeasures. Okay, how to protect yourself from being scanned or how to close your vulnerable ports, etc. Then vulnerability analysis. In this, we will see how to analyze the vulnerabilities, how to prepare a report, how to see the solutions. Like if we found a loophole or the vulnerability inside any system, how to protect it, how to fix that loophole, how to fix that vulnerabilities, or how to prepare the report to submit in the company. Okay, or to the higher authorities. So we have also many types of ethics, like reports. We have three types of reports. We have information gathering reports. We have POC. We have like the full report of the. We have the project reports. We have many reports that we will see in the vulnerability analysis. Then system hacking. Inside system hacking, you see how to hack into a system. Finally, the main phrase and the phrase that we are all waiting for. So we have the system hacking. Inside system hacking, we will see how to hack into a system with the help of vulnerabilities or the loopholes. See, you can hack something with the help of two ways. Okay, so we can write two ways of hacking. So we can hack something by following two ways. First is by finding the loopholes. So by finding the vulnerabilities or loopholes. Second, by finding or by creating the malware with the help of malwares or viruses. Okay, so we can hack into a system by following two ways. By finding the vulnerabilities or loopholes. Okay, this is the legal way, but you have to find the loopholes with the help of like by following all the policies or by following all the permissions. Okay, this is like finding the loopholes means system is itself is vulnerable to some kind of attack. Okay, so we can like find the vulnerabilities. Second option is malware viruses, or we can say that forcefully or the forceful attacks. In this, we are like forcing the system, suppose the system is fully secure, but we are still hacking the system. Like suppose the system is not vulnerable to any kind of vulnerabilities or the system don't have any doesn't have any like loopholes. So, but we still want to hack the system. So we can hack the system with the help of malwares or viruses. This is known as the forcefully, like you are hacking the system forcefully. If the system is secure, as we say, no system is secure. You can hack any system, like you can hack any system, but we have to follow. We have the skills for hacking that. So the second way of hacking into a system is by creating our own malwares, by creating our own virus, by the social engineering attacks, by the DDoS attack, like by different kinds of attack. Okay, so this is like malwares, and basically we all this with like by following by replicating the like the mindset of a malicious hacker. Okay, so malwares and viruses, and then finding the loopholes. So we can easily hack by finding the loopholes, but if the system is safe or the secured, then we can create a malware. Okay, we can create the malware, or we can like apply the social engineering attacks. We can apply different kinds of attack to hack a particular system. Okay, so here what we are doing, we are hacking the system by finding the loopholes, not by creating the malware, but by finding the loopholes. So we've seen this how to gain access to a system, how to exploit the loopholes that we have scanned so far, and how we will see how to escalate privileges, maintain access, execute the applications, how to gain a shell, how to clear the locks. We will see inside system hacking. Then we have the malware threats. Inside malware threats, we will see the how many types of malwares we have, how to create our own malware, how to create how to bypass the malware antivirus. Okay, so we will see how antivirus works, malware concepts, etc. in malware countermeasures, and how to protect your device with the help of antivirus, like how to protect your device from the malwares. from the outside malwares. In the section 8, we will discover the sniffing. Sniffing is spoofing someone's identity. Okay, it's the MAC attacks like ARP poisoning, spoofing, DHCP attack, DNS poisoning, countermeasures, and how to detect the sniffing attacks, etc. Okay, it is like spoofing someone's identity. Then section 9, social engineering attack. Social engineering, it is the art of manipulating the humans to reveal their credentials. Okay, this is known as social engineering attacks. It is like manipulating the psychological or in the mental way. Okay, like hacking mentally or like manipulating humans to reveal their credentials or the information or the personal information. So we will see some tools of social engineering, or we will see the how we can hack someone psychologically, okay, like mentally. We will see in this and how to protect ourselves from being hacked. Okay, we will see how to spread awareness in the company to not click on any malicious mail, etc. So we will see in this session 9. Then session 10, denial of service attack. In this, denial of service is known as DDoS or DOS attack. Now, what is denial of service attack is? See, we have DOS attack and then we have DDoS attack. Denial of service, right here. Denial of service attack. Or in this we have distributed denial of service attack. Okay. DDoS means suppose a system, suppose there's a server, let's say EVC is a server here. Okay, suppose a server, EVC server is capable of handling 100 requests at a time. Okay, like 100 requests at a time. And you as a malicious hacker sending the 1,000 request or the 1 lakh request to that server at a time. Okay, so basically there's a server AVC which is who is capable of handling 100 requests at a time. The capacity of the server is to handle the 100 requests at a time. But you as a malicious hacker sending the 1,000 or 1 lakh request at a time to the server. Okay, so what will the server do? The server will crash down or the server will stop working. So this is known as the DOS attack. Okay, like you are sending the unlimited request or the specific amount of requests which is out of the capacity of the server. Okay, and you're sending this. This is known as denial of service attack. Then we have the DDoS attack, which means distributed denial of service, where you are using in the DDoS you use single PC or one system only for sending the request. But in the DDoS you use multiple PCs, multiple systems. Okay, suppose the EVC server is capable of handling 1 million requests. And now you need more than one PC, so on that time you use DDoS. Okay, attack. So you are sending more than 1 million, like you are sending 10 million requests at a time. So for that you need multiple PCs. Okay, so this is known as DDoS, like distributed denial of service attack. This is mainly for crashing the system or just putting down the server. Okay, so that the alleged user or the normal user cannot able to access the resources of the server. Okay, so we will see how to perform the DDoS and DOS attack. We will see the case study and we will see the tools we are going to use in the countermeasures, how to protect your own server, your own websites, your own devices to be like to protect from denial of service attack. Then we have the session hijacking. Inside session hijacking, we will see like how to hijack any session. So we can log in this like in any website or in the any account without using like a username or password. That we will see like how to hijack any session with the help of session tokens, web cookies, etc. Then session 12, evading IDS, firewalls, and honeypots. So in this we will see what is IDS, what is IPS, what is firewalls or and what is honeypots. Okay, like we have two types of firewalls, softwares and like hardwares. Okay, like we will see how to use IDS, how to like set up IDS or IPS inside a system, and how to set up honeypots. Honeypots are like the trap for the malicious hacker. Okay, so we will see how to establish that honeypots. Okay, to trap the malicious hacker. Then hacking web servers, how to hack the web servers. Okay, we will follow the same methodology as the we have the like official methodology, universal methodology of cybersecurity. We will follow that, like information gathering, scanning, gaining access, maintaining access, and clearing traces. Okay, then we have patch management. We will see that, and then hacking web applications. Inside web applications, we will see like different types of attack, like how to hack websites with the help of different types of attacks. Okay, we will see how to gather information of a websites, and then we will see different types of attack. Like we will see the cross-site scripting attack, we will see the client-side attack, server-side attack, etc. Database connectivity, etc. We will see in this web applications. Now, this web application basically this is the intro part of the penetration testing. Okay, so as I said, CEH is the will give you the overview about each and every domain inside cybersecurity. So this is the part of the penetration testing basically. Like see, penetration testing deals with the web applications and websites. So this is the part of the penetration testing, which will just give you the overview about like how to hack any websites. Then we have SQL injection. Okay, like what is SQL injection? SQL injection is a very dangerous attack. Like 70% of the website are vulnerable to SQL injection. Okay, so SQL is a language, and we will apply the injection in the database of the website. SQL injection, the impact of SQL injection is like it will dump the database of the website, so that you can have like the all the information, like the important information will will display in on your screen. Okay, so SQL injection is like dumping the database of a website. Then you have the hacking wireless networks, like how to hack Wi-Fi, how to hack Bluetooth. We will see that. Okay, then hacking mobile platforms, we will see how to hack OS like Android and then iOS both, and how to secure devices from hacking. Then IoT and OT hacking, IoT like Internet of Things, any device which have the address, like which have the IP address is known as IoT device. Okay, like IoT device, like we have washing machines, we have lights, we have fans, we have televisions. These are known as IoT devices. OT like operational technology, the devices which are used inside the industrial area. Okay, like the water alarm system, which have the IP address, which we can control with the help of the like the with the help of the mobile or the system. Okay, so OT like operational technology. So we will see how to hack IoT devices, how to hack OT devices, the help of many tools. Thank you. Then we have cloud computing. Inside cloud computing, we will see what is cloud computing, like the services provided by the cloud, and we will see the cloud security. This is just an overview about cloud computing, like cloud security. Then we have cryptography. Inside cryptography, we will see like how cryptography is like protecting your or hiding your data. Protecting your data. Okay, inside cryptography, we have many terms. We have the encryption, we have the decryption, we have the digital signatures, we have the many algos. We will see that. Okay, like how the algorithms work, how MD5 SHA 1 SHA 256 works in the background. Okay, so we will see that how to like encrypt your disk, how to encrypt your email, okay, etc. So these are the 20 phases, 20 sessions, sorry, of cybersecurity of the CEH that we are going to cover in the entire session, like in the entire course. Okay, so now let's discuss what are the tools we are going to use. So tools we are going to use are first the most famous tools first. The most famous and the advanced one. Wireshark, Nmap, Network Mapper. We will use the Nmap. Okay, the GUI version of Nmap. Warpsuit, We will use Zep, OWASP Zep. Okay, we will use Hydra, John the Ripper. Okay, we will use John the Ripper, and we will use like many tools. We will use Discover. We will use Nito. We will use an like advanced IP scanner, router exploit. We will use the Z Fisher and set social engineering toolkit. Like we will use many tools in the entire course. Like we will use 100 plus tools in the entire course. Okay, because we cannot depend on one single tool. We can say that no single tool is reliable. So if you are gathering the information or if you are scanning, so no single tool is reliable. So what we have to do? We have to depend on multiple tools. Like we can gather information, we can gather the same information with the help of more than one tool. So that's why we will going to discover what are the most famous tools, and we will use 100 plus tools for hacking. Okay, for we will see like 100 plus tools in the whole sessions, even more than 100 plus, 200 plus. Okay, like there is no limit of tools. And we will see how to create our own tools. Okay, like we will see the overview, like how we can create our own malwares, own tools, etc. Okay, so this is the whole intro part of the cybersecurity. Like what is cybersecurity? Like what is cybersecurity? Phases of hacking and the types of securities, cybersecurity path. Okay, like what is hacking? Hacking versus ethical hacking, types of hackers, and the phases of hacking. Okay, like and we will see the programming, like whether programming is important or not. So I think you find your answer now. You can able to like identify programming is important or not. It depends on your field. Okay. Then we have the job and demands. Okay. Then we have discovered what are the software we are going to use. We will use Pareto, VMware. Basically, we will use many like we use Windows servers. We will use Windows Server. We will use Windows 10. We will use Windows 11. Okay, etc. We will use macOS for hacking, etc. And the system requirements are 8 GB, Intel i3, and SSD. Then the installation process. No, we will see the installation process of the softwares, and then we will see the Linux commands. Okay, before that, we will take 5 minutes break. Okay, so now we will continue after 5 minutes. Okay, so we will continue after 5 minutes. Thank you. Okay, so let's continue. So now let's see the installation process of the softwares that we are going to use. Okay, so we are going to use the VMware as well as the ParrotOS. Okay, so for installing the VMware, you have to go for VMware work download. Simple. Okay, VMware download. From there, you have to go for VMware.com. From here, okay, click on download now. After that, for the ParrotOS, you have to search for ParrotOS down. Okay, so you have to go to ParrotOS official website, parrotosec.org. From here, you have to search for, no need to search, click on the security edition, and then from here, click on download. The size is 4.6 GB. So, okay. After that, after installing the VMware, open your VMware. You can also use VirtualBox, but VMware is like more powerful than VirtualBox. Okay. Now, for the VMware, click on the file, open new virtual machine. 1 second. Yeah. When you open your VMware, this window will appear. Okay, like this. So click on create a new virtual machine. Click on here. Click on next. Typical. Click on next. I will install the operating system later. Click on Linux and click on Debian 10x 64-bit. Okay. Click on next. Even like from there you have to select it. Okay. Click on next. Here, name your virtual machine. Let's say Parrot OS. Okay. Parrot OS VMware. And your location where you want to save your machine. Okay, and make sure that your location, the drive in which you are saving your or storing a VMware, the drive should have like around 50 to 60 GB space. Okay, like 50 to 60 GB space is mandatory for storing a VMware. Okay, click on next and increase your size up to 40. Okay, like you can increase up to 50 also. It depends on your storage space. Okay, click on next. Click on customize hardware. From here, increase up to 8 GB. Okay, and from here, select your processor. I'm giving 2 processors. Now here, click on use ISO image file. Click on browse and select your ISO file. So mine is ParrotOS. Click on this ParrotOS. Click on open. Okay, from here, leave this. Yeah, from USB controller, click on USB 3.1. Okay, now click on close. Click on finish. Okay, now wait for it. Now power on this virtual machine. Now wait for it. Now click on try install. Enter. So there's another machine running inside a main machine. Okay, like this is your main machine. This is your main machine. Inside your machine, there's another machine that is VMware. Okay, that is ParrotOS. Okay, so wait for it. Don't make any mistake while installing your ParrotOS, because if you make any mistake, there might be some kind of error in the future. So please do it carefully. Okay, so click on the install FairyTOS, double click on it. Okay. Okay, so from now, click on next. Select your region, let's say Asia, and then your region is select your select your country name and your city name. Okay, click on next. From here, select your keyboard. So I'm selecting English, US, and default. Click on next. Now click on erase disk. Click on next. From here, write your name, like your name, this VMware. Okay, this is your account name. Now apply the password 12345, like any password. Okay, click on next. From here, click on install. Install now. Okay, so wait for it. Okay, so this will take time. Okay, so mine is already installed. After completed this, like it will take around half an hour or rest. It depends on your system speed. Okay, when it is installed completely, click on finish here and restart your parrot OS. Okay, so I am canceling this because mine is pre-installed. I am pre-prepared. Click on yes. Okay, so close this virtual machine. After installing, click on finish and restart your virtual machine. Then you can easily use your parrot OS inside your Windows. Okay, now cross on this. Now after installing, you will see this interface. Click on this power on this virtual machine. So type your password, your account password, 345. Now we will see some of the Linux commands. Okay. As you know, as I said, that Linux and the CCN is important for doing this course. Okay, it is like the requirement. But if you know the like we will clear like we will do the some basics of the Linux commands, and if you know the basics of the networking, then it is also like good to go. You are like you can do this course. But if you know the CCNA, if you have the CCNA certification, or if you are well trained for the CCNA, then you can this is a plus point for you. Then you can understand the concepts more clearly. Okay, now we will see some of the Linux command. This is the last of the overall agenda. So So first we have PWD, which means print working directory. Directory means folder. So we can write folder here. Print working folder means print working directory. Okay, then we have ls. Means list all the this will list all the files and folders. Okay. Then we have the ls cd change directory. Directory again means folder. Cd space dot dot, which means change directory and it will move to previous folder. So move to previous folder. Okay. Then we have the mkdir, which means make directory, means make folder, which is used for creating the folder. Then we have touch. This is for creating the file. So make, or we can set it to create file. Okay. So RM and your file name. This is for removing the file. If you want to remove your file, you can remove this with the help of remove file name. Remove file. Okay. RM space hyphen RF. This is for removing the folder. Remove hyphen remove folder. Okay. So this is for removing the folder. Okay. So now let's check. Let's try it one by one. So first we have PWD, which means Print Working Directory. So open your terminal. Okay. So let's get familiar with this interface. From the application, you will see your all the applications, all the everything from here. Okay, from the application, we have the pen testing. Okay, all the tools that we are going to use in the pen testing. Okay, from here, internet, you have all the your browsers, Office, like you can open your LibreOffice. In the Windows, we have Microsoft, but in the Linux, we have Libre. Okay, then from the internet, you can see the Firefox, all the Tor browser and the Firefox. Okay, and from the programming, you can see the IDEs of the programming where you can even code anything like code tools, code, you can code the exploits or payloads. Okay. Then here we have the accessories and other details. Like in the accessories, we have the terminal and we have that you take a screenshot and we have this Vim, like Vim editor. Just like we have the notepad in the Windows, here we have Vim editor and Pluma. Okay. So now we need a right click, open in terminal. We need a terminal here. Okay. So view, zoom in and zoom in. Now, what is this terminal mean? Okay, this is a screen, black screen with the colorful alphabets. What is our terminal here? So let's discuss terminal. We have a shell here and then we have a kernel here. Okay, so what is the means of terminal, shell and kernel? Terminal is just like we can say that terminal or we can say that CMD. Terminal is for Linux and CMD is for Windows. You have the CMD now? This one? Okay, so this is for the Windows and terminal is for the Linux. So both are same for the different operating system. Now, what is the means of terminal here is it is used for writing the commands. As you know, the machine can only understand binaries. Machines can only understand binaries like zeros and ones. Okay, now we are the terminal. So machine can only understand binaries. And as you know, that OS works on the basis of GUI and then CLI. GUI means graphical user interface. Means with the help of graphical elements. So we can write here with the help of graph. You can operate the GUI with the help of graphical elements. Graphical elements like icons, okay, etc. Then CLI, we have the command line interface. Okay, which means CLI, where you can operate the OS with the help of commands. Now, you need a place to write some of your commands. Like for example, if you operate your GUI. Okay, so this is your GUI version. You can double click on any icon. You can double click on any folder. You can click on this. You can open anything. But how we can use the CLI? So for CLI, we have to write commands because CLI works on the basis of commands. Now, so we need an interface for writing something. Or what is something? The command itself. So we need a interface for writing a commands, and that is known as the terminal or terminal or CMD. So this is the interface, or just like assume like think of a piece of paper where you are writing a commands. That's it. So the interface of writing the command. Okay. So the interface of writing the commands. Now, shell. As long as you open the terminal, the shell will open in the background. Okay, now shell, the duty or the responsibility of the shell is to convert your commands into binaries. Okay, and the kernel is responsible Kernel is also known as the heart of the system, and which is responsible for executing your commands. So we can say that responsible for executing your commands with the help of hardware. Okay, so kernel, which is responsible for executing your commands with the help of hardware. Okay, and then we have the shell. Shell will convert your, see, suppose you write some command, let's say you write pwd. Okay, so shell will convert your pwd into something that the kernel can understand, and which is binaries. Okay, so the interface of writing commands is terminal shell, so the CMD, and when you and the your commands will be converted into binaries with the help of shell. The shell will convert your commands into binaries, and kernel will execute your commands with the help of hardware. Okay, so these are the roles of the terminal, shell, or kernel. Sometimes you will find that shell and terminal are one at some operating systems. Okay, like there's one shell. It is like shell is also the terminal and terminal is also the shell. Like only they are one, not they are separate. They are one. But in some OS, you will find that shell is like something like another, and CMD or the terminal is another one. Okay, so basically these are the difference. So now where we write commands inside here, which is terminal. It is just a piece of paper. Okay. So now here we will write pwd, which means print working directory. This will print the current directory you are in. Okay, I am inside my desktop folder. So this will print your current working directory, means in the current working directory you are operating. So this is a path. Okay, now let's make a folder here. So for creating a folder, we will use mkdir and your folder name. Folder 1, let's say. Okay, I already exist. Say folder number. Let's say my folder, just enter. So now see, we have my folder here. You can see it as I'm inside my desktop, and this is my desktop only. So I am in my folder. Now let's say ls. ls means list all the items and all the folders. So we have these folders and we have files. So list will print all the files and folders. Now, then we have folder. Now, if you want to move inside folder, let's cd folder, name of a folder, let's say my folder. When you write my, or when you write like starting characters of your name, of your folder or file name, press tab. Okay, press tab. This will automatically complete your like line. So my tab, enter, ls. So my folder is empty. I'm inside my folder. When you type pwd, see, previously I was in desktop. Now I am in my folder. Now, how to create a file? So touch, okay, your file, touch and your file name. Let's say file.txt. The extension, enter. Okay, now ls. See, your file is created. And when you open this folder from here, from the GUI basis, here this file.txt. Okay, there's another command, clear. This will clear your screen. Okay, your screen is clear. So we can write here clear also. Where is it? We have clear, we have help, and we have man. Man means manual. Help means help, clear means clear. So I am inside my folder number 1. Okay. Now ls, I'm inside this. Now I want to move back to my desktop. So cd space dot dot pwd. See, I was in my folder, now I am in desktop. CD means one step backward. So this will take you one step backward, like one step previous folder. Okay. So now I am inside desktop. Now type ls. So these are my folders and files inside my desktop. Now, if you want to see all the hidden folders, ls-al. See, clear the screen first. Let me show you. ls-a. A means all. So this will print all the folders or all the files which are hidden. Okay. Now here -a is known as the argument. Okay. Suppose -l. This will show you the file permissions as well as the users who can like access and the date created and the file and folder name. Okay, day and time created. So here we have the permission. D means directory, R means read, W means write, X means execute, R means read. Okay, so we have these permissions for the specific users. Okay, like root user can access this, anonymous user or the normal user can access this, the guest user access this, like this. Okay, so we have this permission. So this is also known as the argument. Now, if you merge A or L together, then we have -a. So we have more files now. We have the hidden files also and the permissions also. It's now clear the screen. Now -a, -l, these are the arguments that you can use with your commands. Now, how to see these arguments? Like how to view arguments, that what kind of arguments you can use with the particular command. So you can type ls space -help. So help will print all the arguments and the description of it, like all the arguments that you can use with the ls commands. This is for the particular ls command. So you can type ls space -help. So you can use all for all. We have almost all hyphen for capsave. We have ignore backups, escape, author, color, directory for the directory to list only the directories. Classify, and we have the -l. This is for use a long listing format. Okay. So these are the arguments that you can use with the ls command. It is not necessary or it is not important to learn all these commands, all these arguments. Just remember only few of them, which is of day-to-day use. Like A and L is you can use frequently. So only you have to remember that. Okay. If you want to see all other commands, you can type help. Okay. Help, and you can look here. Like what are the arguments you just need to print the list of all the folders and directories, all and the files. Clear the screen? Now we have manual, man and ls. Manual means manual. Okay. Like manual will give you the detail about ls. Okay. When you enter ls, so you have to use upper key and like down arrow key for hook for like scrolling down and for scrolling up. You cannot use mouse here. Okay, manual means you can. These are the arguments that you can use with the ls commands. Now manual and help are both the same. Basically, manual will give you more detailed view of all these of the items you can use with the ls commands or all the arguments. Okay, you can use now. Now you have to press Q for quit. So press Q. Okay. So we have the help and manual, and we have the clear. Now we have remove file. Clear the screen. Type ls. So I'm inside my desktop. Now let's move inside my folder. CD, my folder, ls. Now how to remove this file? So for removing this file, you have to type rm file name file.txt. Enter. ls. See, now we don't have any file. And when you see on the GUI basis, see the folder is empty. Okay, so remove a file name. And when you type ls, we don't have anything. This is for removing the file. Now let's say you want to remove folder. So let's move back again to desktop, clear the screen, ls. Now in my desktop, I have my folder number 1. Let's remove my folder. Okay, let's remove this. So rm is space -rf and a folder name, my folder. See, now my folder disappear. When you type ls, we don't have anything. name my folder. And when you try to run it again, remove my folder, enter. This will give an sometimes this will give an error. Okay, sometimes. Now, if you want to see the previous command, like if you want to run this previous command, you can press upper key. Upper key will present all the previous command that you are running so far. Okay, so we have this all the commands. Upper key. Okay, and down key for scrolling down. Now, if you want to see the history, like what commands you are using previously, the show history. Okay, so these are the commands that you can use. These are the commands that you are using previously. Like we have the 700 list, more than 700. Yeah, 700. Okay, so these are the commands you are using. So we have the history command. This will show you the your all previously command. Okay, that you were using previously. This is for remove file name and remove folder. Okay, touch, mkdir, cd, etc. Now, clear for the clear in the screen. Okay. Now, if you want to install any software inside Linux, then you can type apt-get install and the name of your software. Let's say Python 3. Okay, this is how you can install any application inside your machine. So let's try this. Is the so apt-get install and name of your software. Let's say Python 3. See, there is an error which is saying permission denied. Permission denied. Are you root? So basically, for installing anything, you need a root permission. Now, what is root here? So basically, the three types of users we can mention, or we can just mention types of users. Types of users. So we have root user, we have normal user, and then we have guest user. I think you might heard of these users. Okay, so root user is like whoever every permission, who have like unlimited privileges over the system, who can do anything inside any system, like who can read file, execute any file, edit any file, modify any file, render any file, okay, or see, view, delete any file. So root user is the main user of the machine who have all the privileges over the machine. Then we have normal user. Normal user is like just normal, who has just limited privileges over the system. Okay, guest user is like also the limited privileges over the system. So for running this command, as we are installing any software inside system, we need a root permission. So we can get root permission with the help of three ways. Either by sudo su, or by permanent sudo su. Or we can permanently become the root user. Okay, so for permanently, we will see that for the temporary root user, we can type sudo in a command. This is for the temporary. Okay, sudo, type sudo before that. Enter password of your account. Okay, so Python is already installed. If it is not installed inside your system, then this Linux will install it. Okay, so here we have this sudo apt-get install Python. Okay, so you have to use sudo before every command you are running. This is one way. Second way is if you are typing sudo, let's clear the screen first. Sudo su. Click on enter. Now here you are a root user. Okay, see you have a root and inverse. Now you can write every command freely, like sudo apt-get install, and then command is Python 3. or you can like install anything. Let's say Figlet. Enter. Okay, so this will install. Now, but when you cross this terminal, close. We have this again. When you open this terminal, we are again a normal user. Okay, so we are again a normal user. So you have to type sudo again. So password. Password will not visible here. Just type the right password. Then we have a root user here. Okay, so now we are a root user, and this is my account name, and I'm a root user. Now you can type command anything like -s, and v, like any command, any higher command. Okay. So but here we are temporary a root user. Okay, for becoming the permanent user, you will see that later. So these are the commands. We have this pwd, ls, cd. This will move to the previous folder. mkdir touch, remove file, remove folder, clear, help. Okay, manual and help, and then history. And this is for installing any software. Replace this with your software name. Then we have types of users. We have three types of users. Root user, we have normal user and guest user. So I think this is enough for today. So let's take a recap. So from starting, we have seen what is cybersecurity. Okay, types of securities. We have very different types of securities, which will give rise to cybersecurity path. So we have many cybersecurity path. Okay, and we have other which will revolve around this security path. Then we have discovered what is hacking, what is the difference in hacking versus ethical hacking, types of hackers, okay, like phases of hacking, like the methodology of hacking, everything. Okay, then we have how to create your own tools, career growth, jobs and demands, skills. Okay, and then we have the softwares that you are going to use, that we are going to use, of course. Then VMware and Paretos. We are not going to use the Kali Linux. And then the system requirements. Okay, for installing the softwares, and the installation process we have seen, and then Linux commands. Okay, and then the OS, etc. Course content, yeah. Most important course content, like we have discussed that what are the modules we are going to cover, what are the sessions we are going to cover in the entire session. Two ways of hacking, okay, etc. Tools we are going to use. We will use like 100 plus tools. Okay, so I hope this much is clear for you all. Okay, so in the next session, we will see the tools like information gathering tools like many tools. Okay, now if you want to see the official course content of the CEH or the cybersecurity, then you can go to the website JNtech Networks. From here, click on the network training, and from here security courses, ethical hacking. Okay, so here you can see all the course content that we are going to cover in the entire session. Okay, so here you can see, as well as you can see the course duration and the fee structure and the upcoming batches for the weekend and for the weekdays. And if you find like if you have any inquiry, then you can call on this number. Okay, we have this number, both are available. You can freely call on this number, you can WhatsApp from here, you can mail on the Gmail ID. Okay, as well as you can submit an inquiry form here. If you want to fill the inquiry form, you can submit your inquiry from this by filling this form. Okay. So this is all about the this workshop. Okay. So here, after doing this, you will have, like, I hope you have the clear overview, like what is security, how to start your career, like what are the requirements, and what are the system requirements, and what are the skills requirements for starting the career, as well as I hope this is clear, how to start and from where to start and from when to start. Okay, and if you want to know from when to start, you can see the upcoming batches. Okay, from here. Okay, so if you have any inquiry, you can like call on this number. If you have any technical